Long three, no good. Good rebound by Wormsley. Outlet to Reinhardt. Forward to McGrew. Off the glass and in. McGrew from Reinhardt. How many times will we say that this year, I wonder? I can't even imagine. Here's Wormsley ahead to Reinhardt. Here we go again. Reinhardt to McGrew for three. McGrew for three from Reinhardt. Ramsey McGrew is ridiculous. W7 Live, we are live from Whitnall High School. Gary Whipperman, W7, special guest analyst tonight. The coach, Mallory Liebel, head coach, Brookfield Central Lancers. Coach, welcome to game night.
Thank you. Excited.
Well, it's great to be back playing basketball again after all that time off. How'd you guys adjust to dealing with this whole vacation time and everything else and snow time and all that?
Yeah, it's definitely an odd kind of thing to have to manage. Obviously, it's not something that we have to do very often. It almost felt like, last night we had our first game in 10 days. It kind of felt like it's the start of the season again, to be honest.
Right.
It just feels so weird, especially when we had been
wish
playing.
It was the start of the season, by the way,
right?
For
sure. I still feel like I'm not even, really into the season yet. It's crazy. But, yeah, it's one of those things that you just talk about as far as you can't control it. There's absolutely nothing we can do to change the situation. So just kind of roll with it and do your best to keep the girls kind of focused and locked in, but also use it as a time to rest a little bit, especially because the season now is such a grind at this time of year, and kind of just regroup and get back to it.
Well, and we'll get into this game in a minute, but while we're on it, no shortage of drama in the GMC as usual last night. West Allis Hale knocking off Sussex in a big win for Coach Satiros and the Lady Huskies.
Yeah, very happy for them, obviously.
Yeah.
They've been working hard, and it's nice to see, that work be rewarded for a team. But, yeah.
And the reward is they get to play DSHA tonight.
Yeah, lucky them. And then they get us on Friday. So,
right.
I think
Diet Coke Bowl, too.
Yeah, yep.
So
I still got that baby in my office.
So speaking of that, I talked to Coach Satiros and I got it on tape last night. Tape. People still say that, not a tape. I recorded it last night. I don't think we do tape anymore.
But it would be kind of cool to have one of those where you got to rewind it and then find the perfect
hit
spot
play
to
and
record
at
it,
the
and then you
same
accidentally go over somebody else talking and it's gone forever.
So you still remember all that stuff.
Oh, heck yeah.
But I asked him, I said, so hey, we can talk about DS and all that stuff, but Diet Coke Bowl 2 is coming up. You won the first one, 61-30. I said, is there payback coming? He said, you know what? Talk to me on Wednesday or on Thursday afternoon after the DS game. Then we'll start talking about the Diet Coke Bowl.
That's our next game. So I'm locked in on the Diet Coke Bowl now. I don't have anything else to worry about.
Well, I've already got Ed Rowie prepared. So he'll be bringing a fresh 2-liter. So you may walk out of there with 4 liters of Diet Coke this year.
And I will be jazzed up for playoffs. That means.
Well, we're here at Whitnall. I guess there's a game going on here, too, tonight.
Yep.
South Milwaukee and Whitnall. And, first of all, South Milwaukee, what a great season they've had. Jim Grassel, head coach, did a great job here. They're 16-3. And, as we get into it tonight, what you'll see is, a lot of it is, freshmen. They've really turned the team over and as far as our roster goes. And they got a really talented group of freshmen on this team that have had a fantastic season.
Right. Honestly, I haven't seen either team play much. A little bit here and there on film, because we don't really cross paths, whether it's in the regular season.
I think they were at your scrimmage
playoffs.
in November.
But yes, they were in our scrimmage in November. We got a chance to see them then, and I think it's pretty cool to see the growth specifically for them. And what they were able to do, especially being a freshman team. How exciting is that to build on? And then you can go into postseason. There's a lot left to play still for now, but just as you build on that, there's so much excitement. And after a couple of years, I know of lower numbers, hopefully this kind of propels them into the next couple of years. But yeah, it's really great to see that, and always love to see other teams step up, especially in the area, and they've worked very hard.
Well, they're 10-0 in the conference coming in. They've already clinched at least a share of the East. They can get an outright title tonight with a win over Whitnall. Whitnall coming in 7-3 in the East, and one of their losses was to South Milwaukee, 62-36. I talked to Coach Larson before the game tonight about that. He said, it was one of those things where in the first half it completely just got away from us. We did better in the second half, but by then we were so far behind we just couldn't do anything. So. They're looking for a different outcome here tonight, you know, they've got 6 seniors on this team, so it's really kind of a contrast in style between these two teams. So you got, you know, 6 seniors on the you know, on the Whitnall side, and just 3 on the South Milwaukee side. So should be an interesting matchup tonight. I really wanted to add this to our schedule just because, and this is kind of a shout out to South Milwaukee. They have been, I can't, you know, as supportive as you guys have been, Coach, I mean, they're just as much. South Milwaukee has been. The coaching staff, the players especially. I mean, the players are like your players. The social media nuts with all the stuff that we do. And,
they're all in.
They're always all over it. So we had those snow games, and I saw this one pop up, and I said, you know, let's get them on the schedule and get a game with them this year. So glad to have you along with us. Should be a good one. We're going to take a break, come back. We'll go on the floor. Alex Poole's in the house. So we'll go. Alex will do the post game for sure. We're calling it now Into the Deep End with Alex Poole.
I heard that on one of yours, and, you know, she wasn't totally loving it, I guess, right away from your reaction. But
now she says she didn't hear me.
Okay, because it took me a while, too, for it to click. And then I was like, like, yeah, it's Alex. I got it. Now it makes sense to me. Last name, good.
All right, hey, we'll take a break. We'll be back here watching W7 Live. South Milwaukee and Whitnall coming up from W7.
We've had 2, actually 3 of them started at different points during the year. Okay. But the one most consistently is number 10, Allie Spaholtz.
Okay.
And then
W7 back live. We're going to go with the head coach, Jim Grassel. Alex Poole is with him. We're going to go there and do a little pregame interview here, so hang on tight for that. We're waiting the thumbs up from Alex. Again, Mallory Liebel in the house with us tonight. Should be a great night. For basketball, it's hard to believe the season's winding down, you guys. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this to be happening. All right, I think Alex, are you ready to go? Hang on, Alex, hang on. She's so anxious to get started. All right.
Okay, Coach, how are you doing today?
Good. Excited to get the game started.
Well, you guys have such a young team, but you guys are 10-0 in conference. It seems like being freshmen aren't stopping them. How are you guys feeling coming into this game tonight?
Pretty confident. The girls have been playing well. They really work well together in practice, off the floor. They kind of bonded early on. The seniors really had good leadership to make sure that everybody felt welcome on the team. And the freshmen, we don't even call them freshmen anymore. They're varsity players. So.
See, I like that. See, when I was in it, it was like, no, you're a freshman. You're going to stay a freshman. So with that being said, what are you expecting in the first 10 minutes of this game tonight?
We got to see what they're doing. We tend to have a little bit more control at the start, kind of analyze where they're at, and then the girls go from there. We kind of make adjustments as need be. And we'll see. I'm hoping to have a nice big lead so I can sit back and relax. But Whitnall's always tough, so I know that's not going to happen. But it'll be a good battle.
Well, good luck, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Back to you, Gary.
W7 back live. We're going to go back courtside again with Alex Poole and Coach Larson from Whitnall.
Hello, Coach. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Coming in, South Milwaukee is 10-0. They're a very, very young team, but you guys are a little bit more seasoned. How can you guys use that to your advantage coming into this game tonight?
Well, hopefully the experience will pay off. We have 6 seniors on the team that have been here before, done this, so it'll come down to whether we take care of the ball and how our discipline is. They're a very good team. They've had a great year, and we're going to have to play a top game to beat them tonight.
What are you expecting from your seniors tonight?
Just leadership, and that desire. That like I said, they've got to have the want, and I believe they do. And they want us the last time we'll be playing South Milwaukee, most likely in their career. So they know a lot of the girls, so I think it's incentive for them to go out on a good note.
Well, good luck, Coach.
Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Back to you, Gary.
Alex Poole with Coach Larson from Whitnall. That's both coaches. Boy, Coach Liebel, I'm telling you, the season's coming to an end. We're finally getting it all laid out now and figured out, and we'll forget it all. And back in November, it'll be a train wreck again.
I'll remind you.
Okay, good.
I got your back, always.
We're about 1:50 from tip-off. Thanks to Alex for a great pregame interviews. Alex actually going to be our primary camera operator tonight. So we got her doing all kinds of different things for us, and we're looking at some things this fall that we're going to do. And she's going to be a big part of W7. I'm telling you, she's going to be for a long time going forward. As long as she'll have us, we're so thrilled to have her. But we got some big plans for her, and always looking for help. So if you want to be a part of a great growing team, let us know. We'd love to fit you in somewhere.
Don't take my spot.
No, your spot's safe, Coach. You're good to go. All right, hey, we're going to take a break here. We'll get courtside. It's time. Actually, we're going to go national anthem and starting lineups right now. You're watching W7 Live. Game time at Whitnall. I gotta get a light out of the way first so Coach Liebel can see something.
This is every single time.
I know.
This is my. If you see me looking weird during our game, this is why. You're blind to me. Your fault.
My bad, Coach. My bad. Hey, just underway. No score. We'll get the scoreboard up for you here momentarily.
Quick steal for South Milwaukee.
Shot no good. Well, Julia Myers, number 2 for South Milwaukee, 962 points. I don't think she'll get 38 tonight, but
hey, how can we're?
But I never say
40
never.
seconds in. How can if I were her now, I'd have a little
chip on her shoulder, huh?
I'm gonna go tell her that.
Say I can't do that. Who do you think you
that
are,
would
mister?
be pretty. That'd be pretty incredible.
Hey, old guy, I can do it. 17-17 to go first half. Well, Coach, I barely made it back from Green Bay last night. That was an adventure.
Oh, I was going to ask you about that. I saw you were up there, and I can't imagine what that drive was like.
It was the drive up was fine.
Were you white-knuckled the
it was
whole way home?
white-knuckled the whole way home.
Barely able to breathe? Yeah.
Stressed out when I walked in the door. My wife's like, oh, my gosh, what is the matter with you? I'm like, I've been driving for like 3 hours and crazy snow and ice. And it
yeah,
was
but
nuts.
the roads were not good.
They were not the best. No. No score, Whitnall ball. So I think, if you're Whitnall here, you keep this thing in the 30s and 40s, you're going to have a chance. You go 60s, 70s, 50s, 60s in here, South Milwaukee's going to run away with it.
Yeah, really, even though on that possession there, you get good, it was a good 20, 25 seconds. It takes some time, control the pace. Less possessions for South Milwaukee, obviously, the better. They didn't, it was an empty possession on that one, but they still were able to, kind of slow things down. They turnover, but.
Well, Coach Larson told me, in their last game, when the first time they played this year was 62-36. South Milwaukee said it was 8-0 in like the first minute and a half of the game. James Whipperman in the house. There's a surprise. No score, 16-22 to go first half. We're good. We're good. Stop by who's going to volunteer to do the camera, but Alex Poole has got it covered. No score, 16-21 to go first half. Whitnall ball into the basket. Ellie Wolf, number 5, leading scorer in the Woodland East this year, number 31. Huge W7 fan, Coach. Huge, enormous W7 fan. We love those kids.
I love it, yeah.
We're going to have a foul on the floor, it looks like.
We did the Whitnall game over Thanksgiving.
We did, yep. Whitnall and Milwaukee Academy Science.
Yes.
That was Tanaya Williams went off the hook on that game. She had 31 points. Freshman. Little Shamara, we call her. Here comes Whitnall.
Still no score.
No score.
2 minutes in.
This is kind of my luck with Woodland Conference games. The last time I did a Woodland Conference game, it was no score until there was 5 minutes left in the first half.
Oh,
that was Cudahy and Shorewood, yeah.
Whoa.
It was just painful. Poor
That's what you call a scoring drought.
Coach Eimers from Shorewood must apologize to me like 10 times. He's like, I'm really sorry for the level of play here tonight. I'm like, hey, stuff happens. That's basketball. It's the way it goes. They're teenagers.
Maybe you can just chalk it up to really good defense.
That's what I said.
Like the Super Bowl the other day.
Christina Kelly for 3.
She's got away with a little bit of a travel there, but ref didn't see it, so.
They don't call them freshmen. They call them varsity
on.
players. So. Oh, nice jump shot by Elena Rivera for 2. One of the 3 seniors on this team, Rivera, Myers, and Breedlove are the 3 seniors for South Milwaukee. 3-2, 15-25 left first half.
South Milwaukee here putting pressure on them. Some kind of a zone defense, zone press. I got to see it a little more, but looks like they fall back into that. And that's where the weakness is there. Whitnall obviously has scouted that, but
Smazel for 2.
Whitnall looks like they're trying to break that press a little too slow. There's a lot of holes in it, so let's see if they can adjust and maybe get some scores off of it.
Foul on Ellie Wolf. Her first. First free throw, no good.
That is Rivera.
Elena Rivera, one of the 3 seniors on this team, and without getting too deep into it, I mean, there was some issues at the beginning of the year with South Milwaukee just because they brought up a lot of freshmen on the varsity, and I think rightfully so. A lot of them are one-on-one kids, by the way, that played for Mary Nellon and her organization, and they're very talented kids, and there was a lot of problems with, in the community over that, and they had, I think, 2 or 3 seniors quit. The 3 that stayed, Coach Grassel said they have worked in so well, and they have worked in the younger kids so well and become such great leaders. And he is so proud of these seniors. He really is. And boy, you just love that.
Right. Yep. And that shows such good leadership, and that's something that you can kind of hang your hat on for really, I mean, in life where.
You're going to have adversity. I mean, things are going to come up.
And, to be honest, I don't really think bringing freshmen up to varsity is true life adversity. I think that,
right.
It's
that's
like your program.
Problems,
you're
right?
part of your program.
Yeah.
We don't talk about – it's not about what age you are.
Yeah.
It's your,
I mean, Ellie and Alina aren't freshmen. I mean, they're just part of the Lancers team, right? I mean, they're just part of the varsity players.
Mm-hmm. And so I don't really think that is true life adversity, but so that's a credit to these girls that these seniors that kind of dug in and were able to step up and be leaders.
Well, and a big credit to Coach Grassel. I won't go too deep into the commercial here, but it takes courage to do what you think is the right thing sometimes, even when a lot of people don't agree with it. And he did that, and I think the results speak for themselves. They're 16-3. They're 10-0. This is their first conference title since 2012. I mean, this is a great season for this team. And he'd be the first to tell you he didn't know it was going to turn out this way. He hoped that it would, but he didn't think they'd advance this quickly.
Yep. You don't have a crystal ball,
no.
And you have to do what's right for your program, not just this year,
yes,
but and
absolutely.
It's tough. You inevitably are going to end up disappointing people as a coach,
right.
No matter what decisions you make, because you're never going to be able to make everybody happy.
You never have that problem.
Yeah.
But no, that's true. That's absolutely true.
I mean, no matter what decision
somebody's
you made or
disappointed.
a coach makes, someone is going to be disappointed, and that's just something that you have to be able to handle, and you do it the best. You still have to be sympathetic and about it, but it's our job to make those tough decisions, and it's not for everybody.
No, I couldn't do it. Alyssa I'm better at just second-guessing later. Alyssa Tolson for the basket for Whitnall. 7-6 in favor of Whitnall. 13-19 to go first half. Boy, good start here for the Falcons. And there's a foul on the floor. Boy, nice drive by 20. That's Christina Kelly. Kelly is 6th in the Woodland East in assists this year, 2.4 assists per game. So I got to tell you, Coach, I listened to W7 Light on the way home last night. Ed Rowie And, he's pulling stats out left and right. They're 9th in the conference in this and 4th in the league and that. I'm like, what in the world are you talking about? And so I got up this morning and said, you ain't going to pull that on me, mister.
I was just going to say.
I'm all over that now.
He one-upped you, huh?
He tried to.
He's a coach. What do you think? He's a competitive.
I know. Gosh.
You guys
I'm
got to be the best.
Stop doing so well. Just dial it down a little bit, hero.
Or you're gonna have that remote, from you can remotely just
remote kill
mute
switch.
him. Yeah,
We're talking about third in the conference.
You're gonna have another person working for you who's just in control of that when you can't be there.
And I've already got Alex. Alex already makes us look like knuckleheads, and then now Rowie trying to one up it. Come on. I remember when we first started, people were thrilled that there was video on the computer. Now it's like, well, he's doing stats. Why aren't you doing that?
We're not that smart. That's like asking for a lot.
It's more like an attention deficit issue.
I mean, this is, free entertainment as is. Come on.
Like I said, the very best free basketball that you're going to get, and it's worth every penny. First free throw by Breedlove is no good. One more for Area Breedlove, one of the 3 seniors on this team. Second one also no good. Boy, slow start for South Milwaukee. She's just a 46% free throw shooter, so 31 of 68 on the season. You hear that, Ed Rowie? 46%, baby.
That's like cheating though, because it's WIS Sports makes it so easy, which is a great thing. That's my shout out to WIS Sports for their work.
They are amazing.
But it is nice.
Surprised they haven't asked for a commission check yet. In for 2. That's
timeout here for South Milwaukee.
42. Isabella Campos for 2, and it's 8-7 in favor of the Rockets. Timeout. Let's take a look in the huddle here.
Ooh, getting all the secrets.
There's the South Milwaukee huddle. I'm going to work on getting our scoreboard camera up here. These timeouts are too short, Coach. I'm telling you, we've got to lengthen them.
Who are you telling? I can get 6 words in, and then I'm like, oh, yeah. And as they're going out on the court, I'm like still, trying to get my last little piece of info in, but.
Refs are barking at you. Come on, Coach, let's go.
I know, I'm always like, easy. Give me a minute here.
Settle down, Tiger. All right.
I'm curious as to see what adjustment South Milwaukee made. And I know Coach called that timeout for a reason, because you could see that he really wanted it. So
8-7 in favor of South Milwaukee. Scoreboard is up now. 12:03 first half. Three-pointer. The bank's open, Coach.
Liv Thompson.
Liv Thompson for 3.
Yep, with the bank. I think she called it, though, so we'll give her props.
Long distance deposit on that one. 10-8. Whitnall. Campos, no good. Thompson on the rebound.
Yeah, Thompson for Whitnall. I really like her length, and she's gotten. That's her second rebound that she's gone up and she's gotten it. She's owned that.
Liv Thompson is second in the Woodland East in blocks per game at 1.8.
That does not surprise me at her length.
It surprised me that I knew that, though. I know that. Oh, nice drive and nice job. Thompson
she's
for 2.
She's a player. I like the way she plays.
That's 5 for Thompson. It's 12-8. Whitnall. 3-point shot. No good. Out of bounds. Whitnall ball. And I think, Coach, I'd love your opinion on this. I think it's hard when you come back and play a team after you've beat them, pretty handily the first time, to really get that energy up and to, play the way you did the first time. And conversely, when you're on the other side of that, I think you raise it up a level. So the result is usually not the same the second time around.
Right. And, and I think when I was looking, they played quite a while ago.
Yes.
So I don't remember the date, but when you have to remember, every team gets better. So you can't just come in and say, hey, we won by 30 last time or whatever it is, because you have to have that belief that you've improved.
Right.
And teams do different things, as we go on. We just talked about that tonight at our practice. We play Hale on Friday night, and the last game we played them, that was, I'm not sure who scored that one.
I think it was Mia Johnson.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys are in that position right now, in fact, because you beat Hale by 31.
We just talked about that at practice tonight, is the fact that, that was 2 months ago. It was January 5th, I believe, or 4th, one of the two. And so when you look at it that way, it's like, well, yeah, we won by a lot, but I thought we probably played one of our better games of the season.
That was a great game.
And so we can't even think about that. I said, so let's just kind of, talk about that elephant in the room. Let's get that out of the way, and now it's just we're prepping for them. Like we haven't even played them yet this season.
Maddie and Tish were lights out in that game.
Yeah, that was a fun game. That was a fun game for us. Yep.
That was quite the performance.
And I got the Diet Coke, so
yes, got the 2-liter and good to go.
Props to my girls for winning that for me. I didn't just sat back and was able to enjoy the game.
You got to bring that to practice. Say you'll protect the 2-liter.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
Turnover. Here come the Rockets. Ooh, almost a carry there. Pull up, jumper, got it. Nice shot, Julia Myers. 9:65 for Myers. 35 away. We're on the countdown. I did that for Alyssa Nelson last year, if you remember, when she got to 1,000.
Yep.
I miss that group of kids, those New Berlin West kids. We had so much fun with that group. They were a lot of fun, those seniors last year. They're all gone now and moved on, and poor Coach Thompson got a rebuilding at West, but that's part of the job, part of the gig.
Yeah, it's tough, but that's just thing you go through those growing pains sometimes, and you can't. It's tough because you've got really, you have some really good years, but they were senior led.
Yes.
And so that happens. You get a group for a couple of years, and then they leave, and other girls step up, and you put your coaching hat on and.
3-point shot, no good. That was Norby, Callie Norby. Talking about senior leadership, it's funny you mentioned it just because last night I was at Green Bay Southwest and talked to Coach Barkley, who I know you know, and asked her how things were going. And I got to tell you, I'm just surprised that they're not doing better than what they are this year. And she said, we're really struggling. We lost. They had one senior last year, and she didn't do a lot on the floor, but she really did a lot for the team, just a lot of leadership, and just really kind of kept everybody else in line and kept the energy level up. They said they're really struggling with her gone because it's such a vacuum and there's nobody that's stepping up to fill it. And even now, those kids they were all sophomores last year, so they have no seniors on their team this year at all.
Wow.
None on the varsity team. Which that's tough to have no seniors on your varsity team.
Yeah, people, unless you're part of it, you don't understand the importance of having that leadership. And just kids that are going to be able to step up and kind of get you back in line when you need it. And so even if, a kid doesn't make a huge impact on the court, they are making an impact on the court because of what they're doing off of the court.
For sure. Amber Boucher is who we're talking about from Green Bay Southwest. A great kid. They used to call her the team mom last year. She was the only senior with a bunch of kids. There's a steal by the Rockets. 13-12, South Milwaukee by 1, 8:18 to go first half. Rivera into the lane, turnover. Here comes Whitnall.
Good job flashing to that block. We work on that
nice
all the
pass
time
inside. Thompson with the pass to Puente.
That was nice. Whitnall there sticking with the play. It was deflected there, and they stuck with it and got something off of it.
14-13 Whitnall, 7:53 to go. I don't think this is what the Rockets were expecting.
Right now, I don't know, maybe this is how they always play. It seems like they're forcing a lot of shots.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a little more pass before a shot, but again, maybe that's their style. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Boy, good ball movement by Whitnall. Nice off the glass. Callie Norby, her first two. I'll tell you what, they've got 6 players that have scored so far.
Sharing the ball.
You love that kind of balance.
Yep, that's what you need.
16-13 Whitnall. Leading scorer is Thompson with 5, and Christina Kelly has 3.
See, again, I don't like that shot, and that's not a knock on that kid, but that's 2 possessions in a row that she's getting face guarded, and then comes down here and lets the defender go right by her. But you're getting face guarded. Be a playmaker.
And that's Myers, the senior. And to your point, Coach Grassel pulls her out.
He needs to.
Her and Tierney right next to her, they're number 30, are in the top 10 in the state in three-point shooting percentage. Tierney actually, I believe, is in the top 3, if I remember right. I think she's at 43% on threes.
That's impressive.
That's really good.
43% is.
She's
I'm gonna go look
50 out of 123, so 41%.
120. I don't even know if my team shot 123s as a team.
Yeah, 123. I didn't see who got that basket.
Yeah, sorry. I'm over here trying to find the how many 3-point attempts and all that good stuff on my handy dandy with sports.
16-15 Whitnall, 6:34 to go first half.
We're talking about a kid getting face guarded, a team, and we see it a lot, but it's frustrating for that kid because they feel like they're not doing enough if they're not scoring and getting their shots for their teammates. But when a kid's face guarded, that's the best opportunity to be able to get your teammates opportunities because they're paying so much attention to you, and they're not helping off. So they're not going to help. She's got a Julia, I think, is that right?
Yeah, Myers. Yeah, Julia Myers.
She has the ability to be such a good playmaker and distribute the ball. And when she drives, she can open up so much. And they need to be able to drive at opposite side of where she's at because they're not going to help off.
And there's a lot of opening if you see in the middle of the floor underneath. I mean, it looks like Whitnall's anticipating these threes. I mean, if you drive in, and there should be some openings there.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if they do that because you can kind of get a better idea if they're playing defensively, like guard your yard where no one's helping off. I don't, we'll have to see, but with South Milwaukee and the rate that they shoot 3-pointers, you might kind of have to play it that way and be willing to give up a 2-pointer.
Well, Myers has shot 138 threes. Tierney shot 123. And then from there, it's in the 30s. But that's still a lot of threes. So 260 threes between those two.
Dang, I needed a play for Coach. Jeez. Coach Herrick
didn't let you launch him like that?
No,
traveling.
Absolutely not. He didn't.
Paige Lathrop called for traveling.
We ran that, and it wasn't necessarily the swing. It was a flex offense. So, and if you didn't do it and you took a shot too early, geez, the halftime was not.
No, that's like, Eisenhower's that system offense type thing where, that's just how they do it. 16-15 Whitnall, 5:22 left first half. Boy, great first half here by the Falcons. 7-3 in the Woodland East. South Milwaukee 10-0. South Milwaukee's already clinched at least a share of the conference championship. Can actually clinch it outright tonight with a win. Whitnall saying not so fast.
Yeah, they're doing it. I'm very impressed. They're definitely you can tell they're following their scouting report, their game plan, and they're getting to the basket. And that seems to be where South Milwaukee's weakness is.
Yes. That was Norby again for 2. That's 4 points for Callie Norby. Shot no good. Rebound, Liv Thompson.
Nice ball movement.
What
good
great pass.
That's going to be a little long. Great
rebound.
job sticking
Good
with
hustle.
it.
That's Tolson. And Ellie Wolf comes up with it, and she's fouled.
With the defense South Milwaukee plays, it looks like to be, they're pressuring in the backcourt and then up here to zone, and that's where boxing out becomes difficult. And credit to Whitnall, they're sticking with it, and they're getting some opportunities off of that.
First free throw in and good for Ellie Wolf.
Got a hockey-like substitution here for South Milwaukee. 5 out, 5 in. Here we go.
That's a Germantown substitution, that's what we call it now. They were doing that last night on Tosa East. It was at least 4 in, 4 out several times. Second one also good for Wolf.
And when you play the defense, that South Milwaukee is, it's not necessarily as much of an issue because they're playing a zone, not a man-to-man, so it's a lot easier to come in and be able to match up that way because there is no matchup to be had.
Traveling. Whitnall ball leading by 5 with 4:28 to go first half. I was just looking at South Milwaukee's schedule this year in the conference, and seeing what the level of play has been like, and they've pretty much blown out just about everybody.
Yeah, I would like to see them on the other side of that conference.
They lost to Pewaukee by 1, and they were up by 7 in the last 2 minutes of that game.
That was quite the game.
Ellie Wolf for 3.
If I recall, somebody had a very good night shooting. It might have been Myers for South Milwaukee.
It was
that night.
Myers,
somebody
yes.
Good, like 8 threes or something along those lines. Which that's going to keep any team in any game.
There's another 4-shot you were talking about, Coach. That same thing. That was 44. Mia Johnson, 5'5" freshman.
She's a freshman, though. Again, that's
the bright lights of W7, Coach. I'm telling you, careful what you wish for.
I know. So I even have to remember that it's live, and sometimes I think I'm just watching a game coaching or something, and I got to keep my comments to myself. Think twice.
Boy, I love the way Whitnall moved the ball around the perimeter in this first half. There it is again.
Ooh, she flopped and she didn't get it.
Didn't
and she
get
stuck
it. Got
with
fouled.
It. Good job by
Rivera was going for the charge. Didn't get it. Great job by Callie Norby to stay with it. She'll go to the line now for 2.
Yeah, Cal's a tough player. I coached her in summer this past season, and she's, when she's playing well, she's playing well. And when she gets going, then she's dangerous.
8.2 points per game. Just a 44% free throw shooter, though.
It's mind-boggling to me as we look every game that we play at teams' free throw shooting percentage, especially when it's late in the game and you need to know who you can foul, put them on the line. But I can't speak because our team, we are not good free throw shooters. I think we're at 60-some% on the season. And
last year, I think you guys were 76%, if I remember right.
Well, we were pretty bad last year, too, at free throws. Maybe later in the season we did get our percentage up, but we were in the 60s last year. But we're a team that we shoot free throws every day in practice. And I know some coaches are they just don't practice them. It's one of those psychological things. But it's just one of those things that kids just get it in their mind, I think, because we make them in practice. And then a game comes, and, we have lost games because we weren't able to make free throws at the end of the game.
Well, I think Maddie's over 80%. From the line. She was last year. She was 83% last year.
Maddie's one of our Maddie's one of our best free throw shooters. That's going. No.
And you know me, I'm always a Maddie fan, so I'm always going to stick up for Maddie.
It's hard to not be a Maddie fan.
Of course. Turnover by Whitnall. I'll tell you, South Milwaukee has not played well in this first half, but yet they're down 8. They can get it within 5 here at the break. I
think they're going to. I think they're going to make a run here at the end of the half, and they just, again, we're talking about, they need to just settle.
I don't know, that's the shot that you want. Myers, no good.
Yeah, but again, it's one of those that if it falls, and then it's a good shot, in a kid's mind. And sometimes, shooter got to shoot.
Yeah, shooter got to shoot. Nice. Kayla Tierney, no good on the 3. Rebound,
Whitnall. Here, they can't get a score in transition. No, don't force.
Nice
there you
pass
go. That's
from
perfect.
Wolf.
Yes.
Wolf to Norby for 2.
Great job running the floor, and that was a very good decision to make one pass before they went inside because it looked like.
Here's a turnover. Pass ahead.
Nice pass.
Job.
Great
and
job. Wow, great
Alyssa
job
Tolson.
getting the ball ahead with the pass, and great job finishing through contact. Absolutely.
Nice job. Boy, great execution by the Falcons. Instead of cutting it to 5 or 6, it's 12, 27-15.
Yeah, it's.
What a great couple possessions there for Whitnall.
Yeah, the momentum is all in their favor.
It sure is.
Right now, South Milwaukee.
Free throw, no good. Look, boy, they're going after everything.
South Milwaukee is just rattled right now, and I don't know if it's because they're not used to this, but
Great
right
fight
now,
by
Whitnall,
Norby to free that ball up on the free
and
throw.
here, Whitnall, just take advantage here of your second chance opportunity. You know, an extra possession.
2 minutes to go, first half.
Inside out.
And there's a foul. Liv Thompson will go to the line. That's double. That's the 10th team foul now on South Milwaukee. So it's 2 free throws for Thompson.
South Milwaukee plays very aggressively, and I think that's probably actually what's brought them some success. But sometimes when things they're just going a little too aggressive right now.
Well, look at Coach Larson and the Whitnall girls. Had a chance to visit with Coach before the game. I know you're friends with him too, Mal.
He's fantastic.
He is. He is such a great coach. Just a great guy.
I think the world of him. I think he, to be at a school as long as he has been, and he's all in. And
he absolutely is.
He's one of those coaches that I think you really would love to play for as a person. And aside from even what he's able to do as a coach, but I just think he's just such a great person, and to have him as a coach, someone that sincerely cares about you now and in the future is such a priceless thing.
Well, and I think like you're saying, he's one of these coaches that you look back and say, "Well, I remember Coach Larson said this or Coach Larson said that."
Yep. Just such a nice guy.
Yes.
It's kind of right here. This is gonna age him a little bit, so I apologize, but he actually was my sister Devin's JV coach when she was a freshman at Pius, and she's older than me, so I've known him for quite some time.
A few years, right?
Yeah, I was probably in 5th grade, so maybe 6th grade.
Well, that was just a few years ago.
Yeah.
First free throw.
I'm not that old. Maybe 5 years ago.
There you go. You'll be 24 next year, right? Liv Thompson, first one in and good. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't go back to doing that. I wouldn't go back to that age for anything.
24?
No. That's a disaster.
That's a disaster. Weren't your best years?
No. You forget you have no money, and you can't do anything, and you're just it's not good.
There's a little drama on the court here because Whitnall was able to call a timeout, and it seems like no one had possession, but
it's funny you mentioned that because we were just talking about that the other night, and the games are starting to bleed together now, but it was in Monona Grove. They must have called jump balls. I can't tell you how many times. And the ball is rolling on the floor, and they're calling jump ball. And Corey Poole's doing the game with me from Let It Rain Basketball, and he made a comment. He's like, he said, this is like the thing now. It's the whistles are so fast on jump balls when the ball's even still on the floor.
Yeah, and I'm not sure the reason behind it, but I think sometimes it's to avoid kind of a tussle there, and then it just gets ugly. But
right.
I don't know. You couldn't pay me any amount of money to ref. So.
Nope. There isn't enough money.
Nice play out of the timeout.
Shot no good.
South Milwaukee needs a score here. Whitnall needs a stop to keep this. Hey, geez.
Well, they're so quick on that trigger, aren't they? And there'll be a foul on Christina Kelly.
It might be good to try to get something inside. At least work the ball inside out. If a three-pointer comes off of an inside out, great.
Isabella Campos will go to the line 55% from the line this year, 37 out of 67. First one, no good.
What was it, 37 out of 67?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it 37 out of 68. Real time.
No, let's get that math right away.
We may be a little challenged there. Second one, no good.
I'm just glad you're not my accountant.
You're not
Although
the first person that said that.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be much that you got to keep track of, though, so that's all right. It might make it easy for you.
There was no change in your account status, unfortunately, this year. Kelly.
See, like that.
We know, but
quick whistle.
But as you know, Coach, I follow you on social media and see what's going on, and you even mentioned the word tires, and you got tire companies, running after you to give you discounts and rebates and everything else.
I think
I call them and nobody answers the phone. They're like, oh, we saw that you're looking at tires. How about 30% off? And how about this? And how about that? I'm like, holy cow, does she got swag.
You know what? After that happened, I think I'm just going to start tweeting like a bunch of ridiculous stuff like, ran out of Diet Coke tonight, can't live without it, and see kind of what happens. Oh.
And a foul.
That was a block. That was
looked
a
pretty clean.
Clean block. But, you know,
from 97 feet away, it looked really
refs
good.
don't think that girls can block shots. Anna Mortig will tell you that.
Really? Is that true?
That refs don't think girls can block shots? Oh, yeah, God, yeah. It's crazy.
It's Liebel Unfiltered on W7 Live tonight. First
you know, it's free entertainment, and I don't get fined for saying that about the refs, so it's moneyless here.
I cannot tell you how many comments I get from people about how much they love having coaches on because they really can just hear the coaches just talk and really express what they see and what's going on. People absolutely love it. They wouldn't sit and listen to me for 2 hours, but I bring you guys on, and all of a sudden, the switchboard
and what
lights
I
up.
like to watch and see, with other coaches, I learn a lot. There are times I'll be watching, a game or one of our games that you've done, and I take little notes or say, oh yeah, that's a good idea, or you just get a different perspective, different coaching style there. Good
defense, and boy, great steal. Jay Thompson comes up with it. I bet you that's Liv Thompson's sister. What do you think?
Probably.
Baseline jumper, Bridget Finn for 2. Boy, everybody's going to score tonight for Whitnall.
You get a basket, you get a basket, everybody gets a basket.
Everybody except Katie Frank and Sammy Leffler have scored for Whitnall. It's halftime, and the score is what you'd think, but the other team 30-16, Whitnall at the break. We'll take a break. You're watching W7 Live.
This November, WIAA girls basketball returns. Over 60 games in 90 days. Impossible? You must not know W7. Classic 8, GMC, North Shore Conference, Woodland Conference. Girls basketball is on W7 Live. W7 is for the girls.
The WIA requires good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators, education-based interscholastic events. Request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating or taunting actions or chants will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal from tonight's Saturday competition. Please enjoy the game in a positive manner. The Bartow Council would also like to recognize the Bartow Regional Medical Center for being the official provider of orthopedic and sports medicine services. Tonight's athletic trainer is Amy Quisha.
Wait, can we practice without the camera on?
It's not on.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
All this we're going to put in slow motion.
Oh, no. Is this going on Twitter?
It's going everywhere.
No!
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Do it together.
It's fun.
Yes.
It's not serious. No. No, because people think it's funny when I say that you're ridiculous. So you're just playing into it. Like.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no. Sorry, I messed up. Come on. Wait, it's only one finger, right? Yeah. Okay, what do you want me to do with my hands? What do I do? Give me a facial expression. Just straight face. Okay.
I got your back.
Okay, thank you.
All you're gonna say on camera is, my roots in slinger run deep. You could do that, can't you?
My roots in slinger run
Easy
deep.
money.
Is it going?
No.
When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. One man can claim. Well, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl, talking about my girl. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day with my girl. I've even got the month of May with my girl. Talking about my girl. Ooh, my girl. That's all I can talk about is my girl. Why don't you...
Come and find me, my name is Macarena. Always at the party con las chicas que están buenas. Come join me, dance with me, and all you fellas chat along with me. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría, Macarena, que tu cuerpo para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Bala tu cuerpo, alegría, Macarena, Macarena.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
W7, we are at the break. 1:48 left before second half starts. Alex Poole's going to get with Coach Larson here real quick and talk about the first half. We'll get that to you in just a second. Boy, great first half for Whitnall. 30-16 out in front of South Milwaukee, the undefeated champions of the Woodland East. Somebody forgot to tell Whitnall that. 30-16. Team coming out. Should be seeing there's Coach Larson. We'll get him on camera here real quick and talk about this first half.
Do a great job on it. We just got to make the right decisions. First half we did.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Alex with Coach Larson. We'll take a break. We'll be back second half coming up. You're watching W7. Well, Whitnall picks right up where they left off. Smozzle for two. 32-16 Whitnall. Coach, they need to start giving us like more media timeout type stuff, like between, you know, the buzzer and when it starts. And
yeah, I'm going to need a
figure out
15-minute halftime.
How to make that work.
You know, this is right now. This is what South Milwaukee's going to need. I think they need to start going to the basket more. Their their outside shots are not falling tonight.
You got to do something different, right? I mean, that's for whatever reason, it's not working.
Yep. You know, make Whitnall defend at the basket. I know you're keeping track of free throws and whatnot over there. Do you have a total of how many missed free throws South Milwaukee has so far tonight?
A lot.
She just went 1 for 2, so yeah. I mean, from my recollection, it's been at least 6 or 7.
Who was? I didn't even see who was at the line there. I was
Rivera.
Tallying points there. So first half scoring for Whitnall: Liv Thompson with 6. Alyssa Tolson and Kelly Norby also with 6. Alyssa Tolson with 4. Ellie Wolf with 3. Christina Kelly with 3. Puente, Finn, and Smozzle all with 2. Reverse layup, no good. Good rebound on the other side. That was Breedlove.
Yeah, I want to see them go inside a little bit more and ripping and attacking the basket. They're getting. They're exposing Whitnall's on-ball defense a little bit, and that's, not a bad thing for them.
For South Milwaukee, Rivera has 4. Myers with 3. Paige Lathrop with 2. Isabella Campos with 3. And Mia Johnson with 2.
Made that one.
Why do I feel like I'm in a library or something?
It's quiet.
It is very quiet. Breedlove hits them both. 32-19, 13-point lead for Whitnall. It was 30-16 at the break. Quick shot, no good. I think if you're Whitnall, you don't want to get out of the game plan of what's working. I mean,
Yep.
you don't need to be flying down the court trying to launch
Nice
shots.
pass.
Nice pass. Here we go. Quick timeout for the Falcons. Here come the Rockets.
I like to see that adjustment they made at halftime from what they were doing at the end of that first half, is they were just trying to get too much in one possession, and that's just not going to – you have to chip away and get to the basket, and that's what they're doing.
32-21 in favor of Whitnall, 16:47 to go. Reminder, W7 Live tomorrow night from Germantown, Wauwatosa West, playing at Germantown, 6:55 pregame, 7:15 tip-off. Our last game of the year with the Warhawks. This is where it's hard, Mal, because these are all the beginnings of the last. Tonight was the last with both of these teams, and so we do that W7 senior pictures with with all the seniors, and this is where it starts for me getting super emotional.
I'm always emotional.
Yeah, it's hard. I like I said, I've always had such respect for you guys and what you go through with these kids. I mean, we only get them for a year or two, but I mean, I tell you, you really get attached to them for sure. Good defense. Kick out, Myers, no good. That was Allie Spotholes on the steal. I think Allie could have taken that in herself.
Yep.
Off the glass for two, Christina Kelly. Her first two of the second half. It's 34-21, Whitnall.
Ooh, they got lucky on that one.
Pass Breedlove in the lane. Got it.
She's tough. She's tough.
I'd keep feeding her. That's 6 points for Breedlove, and they're all in the second half. She has 6 of their 7 points in the second half. It's 34-23. There's a steal again by Spallholes. And Myers this time's got it.
Whitnall keeps trying to go up over the top on this press. And
That's
it's just
not working.
Not gonna work. You can't go where their hands are. Use the bounce pass, give and go, cut through.
34-25, Falcons by 9 with 15:41 to go second half. Natives are getting restless here. Also, I know South Milwaukee's got a pretty strong fan base because these kids all played club ball together and they've all followed each other around for years and years.
Yeah, that's cool.
Shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Back up again and foul this time. That's 34. Smozzle. Helen Smozzle, one of the 6 seniors on this team. 11th in the Woodland East in scoring and 10th in rebounding. She'll go to the line for 2.
Free throws are going to be big here, even though we're still 15 minutes left in the second half. But you got to take advantage of your scoring opportunities because South Milwaukee's going to have a run in them.
57% free throw shooter, 1 for 2, just about right.
Yep.
Here come the Rockets. Breedlove again. There's that same play. No good this time.
You gotta defend. Gotta defend her.
We can't leave her alone like that in the lane. That's too easy.
Yep. They're probably doing something where they're sagging off of her a little bit outside of the lane, but when she gets in there, you have to defend that.
Yeah.
Especially she just hit 6. She's got 6 points.
35-25 Whitnall.
She's getting a little break.
And they're, again, trying to pass over the top. And again, a steal by South Milwaukee. Myers, head fake, pull-up 3. That's short. Gets her own rebound. Baseline jumper. Got it. Julia Myers again for 2. 7 now for Myers. And this time for 3. Not there.
Nope, not there at all.
Rebound. Kelly, nice pass ahead. A little too much for Wolf.
Ooh,
I think Whitnall's got to settle down a little bit here.
Down here.
Lay in, good for 2, Rivera, and it's a 6-point lead. Timeout, Whitnall.
Ew. Never hit throwing up.
I'll tell you what, Coach, it's been 80s night here all night of this music. John Cougar, and I heard some Starship earlier, and holy cow, the stuff like when you were born they were playing. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, poor kid. Julia Myers is very sick. Not sick like her play is sick.
She's playing too hard. Maybe she got hit in the stomach, though.
She'll love that we're getting her on camera here. Smile, Julia. I guarantee you this kid goes home and watches this, and I get a message from her about this.
Yeah, that's
See, that's
fun.
what happens. It's the nerves of being on W7 broadcast. I mean, you get stressed out. I mean, it happens, you know. When the circus comes to town. A full court pressure, boy, that's worked really well so far in the second half for the Rockets.
Yeah,
there's a pass down to Wolf.
That's where Whitnall needs to take advantage. They can't go up over the top and make those little passes. They got to either go way over the top or keep the ball low.
5 points for Wolf. 37-29. There's a drive by Rivera, and boy, that does not look good. I think you need a timeout here.
Yeah, I don't think Coach is too happy right now that they stopped that, but it's kind of, I mean, it's
that's
not
a no-brainer.
Right,
you stop it. It is. You stop it. Alyssa Tolson down for Whitnall.
You know, when a player gets injured, I can't really look right away. I can't look right away because I'm too afraid that it's going to be really bad and I would be passed out.
Well, it wasn't real bad because she was trying to remember which elbow it was. She was looking at both of them, so must not be too terrible.
That's
good.
Though.
That's good. That's good. 37-29.
Apparently, it's all swollen here. Oh yeah, it does look pretty big. I couldn't see exactly, but doesn't look good.
So play resumes. 8-point lead for Whitnall. Boy, nice step through. No good on the shot. That's Rivera. Saves it. That's
Rebound,
Kayla Tierney. And the putback by 40, Haley Johnson. Her first two. 37-31. 6-point lead. I smell a W7 Instant Classic coming tonight, Coach. I got that feeling. Ellie Wolf, no good.
Interesting decision there, but got it back. Good chance for an opportunity.
Pass.
Second chance here.
Good block defensively by the Rockets. See, girls can block.
They can. Refs just don't think they can.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, geez, I know girls can block. Ask anyone where it takes teammates if girls can block. They get swatted all the time in practice.
But
and
she's
I'm like,
Supergirl, so that's, you know,
don't
of
take
course
it
she's
right
going
at
to do
her
that.
like that. Shot fake.
That's a tough entry pass.
Oh. They just bailed them out, too. Foul. Coach isn't loving that decision.
No. Mia Johnson on the foul for South Milwaukee. That's her first. 37-31, 13-18 left. This is Liv Thompson at the line. First one in and good. No, did she miss that?
Missed it. Yep.
First one in and no good. Second one is good.
You were just telling the future.
I do that. Sorry, I'm on a 5-second ahead feed. I wish it was longer than 5 seconds.
Service? Okay, yeah.
5 seconds doesn't do much for you, though. That's the problem. It's really more of an inconvenience than anything else. Bailing for two. Caitlin Bailing, that's her first 2 points.
Oh.
38-33.
No. South Milwaukee's pressure now is really getting to Whitnall.
It is. It's a 5-point game.
It was what at halftime? 15?
It was 14 at the
14,
break,
okay.
30 to 16. So second half it's been 17-8 South Milwaukee.
You know, and South Milwaukee's done a good job of getting to the rim.
Shot no good. Boy, those shots were falling in the first half, not so far in the second half. Here's Kayla Tierney. Drive into the lane for two. Kayla Tierney for two. First two for Kayla. 38-35. Whitnall by 3.
Nice
Boy,
run
that
here
lead
for South
evaporated fast.
Milwaukee, and it's points off turnovers.
Yep. Here's another steal. Here's Tierney again. Nice drive. Kayla Tierney off the glass for 2.
1 point game.
It's 38-37.
Don't just relax here now. Get a good shot. Make them defend. There is no reason to rush anything right here. Get right back. Go back inside now.
38-37, 11:43 to go. Nice move. Basket no good. That was Norby, Callie Norby. Uh-oh, three-pointer. Ribs out. Rebound, South Milwaukee. Maybe a travel there. Mia Johnson on the rebound.
Leave her open.
Tierney.
Good box and go. Yep, now again, just make them defend.
Boy, if Kayla goes and chases that, she has a rebound offensively because there was nobody there.
Yep.
38-37, Whitnall by 1, 11:08 to go. Feed inside, Norby. Nice turnaround. Nice move.
Oh, just can't
got her
get
own
it
rebound.
To
Boy,
fall.
Callie cannot get that to fall. I'm telling you. Again, all those shots were going in the first half, and it looked as smooth as can be. And it's just basketball, isn't it? I mean, all of a side you can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Yep, your mind starts, working too much, and you get in that panic mode. And
yep. 38-37, Whitnall by 1. They've been outscored in the second half, 21-8. Good defense by Wolf on the block. Almost turned it over. Boy, again, just so manic on this offense, on this transition. There's a foul. Well, Sammy Leffler will go to the line. She'll get a chance to score. She's one of 3 players for Whitnall without a point. The rest of them all have scored. Leffler, Jay Thompson, and Katie Frank. Foul on spot hold. That's her 4th. First free throw in and good. Sammy Leffler gets into the ledger tonight. Her first point. Ledger. What am I, 116 years old?
I don't even really know what that means.
What is a ledger anyway?
I'm just going in within the context that you said it to figure it out. It's like in the spelling bee when they say, can you use that in a sentence? And I'm like, I still don't know what that means or what that would even be, but I appreciate the effort. So
I think they used it in the Old West or something.
Yeah.
40-37, Whitnall.
Get that in the old ledger.
Leffler gets 2 in the ledger though. 10:15 to go. I don't laugh this much with other coaches. I got to tell you.
It's all comedy around here.
It is. It's comedy hour.
See, you get my humor. My team's like, huh?
I know. Well,
I'm like,
and your team's like, huh? When I say it too, they're like, what do you mean?
So it's not just me.
No.
Good to know.
No. Boy, good defense. 44. That's Mia Johnson. Boy, she's all over the floor. No, I get the looks from Mortag and Brower and everybody else. Like,
you speaking English?
Your mouth appears to be moving, and I'm sure you're saying something, but I don't understand what it is.
Exactly. And I'm like, hello, are you in there anywhere?
Boy, nice job. In for 2, 22. Alyssa Tolson, good to see her back on the floor. Boy, you love kids like that, don't you, Coach? And, they go out, they get settle down and come back in and contribute again.
Oh, man, you got to get that. You have to have that rebound. Just slipped right out of her hands.
5-point lead. Oh, nice drive. Isabella Campos. 42-39, a 3-point lead. Coach, I gotta tell you.
Okay.
I love the energy of the benches of both of these teams. It is so
it's
strong.
Fun.
It is so positive.
Yep. They're excited. They're jacked up. You would think this game was to go to state, and I love that. That's the kind of energy you need all the time, and that's a culture thing.
And it's huge. It's so huge. Campos again for 2. It's 44-41.
You know, South Milwaukee right now is having some success on the offensive end because they're finally going to the basket, and they're not settling for outside jumpers. When you get to the basket, good things happen. And what, you know, Whitnall right now, I want to see them be able to step up a little bit more and stop that drive. And you know, and then you can expand your our game, and then you can start shooting those outside shots. But got to be able to get to the basket.
44-41. Nice drive. Good job by Christina Kelly. 46-41 Whitnall. Here's
move.
Tierney. Oh, Kayla Tierney again. Boy, that's a nice baseline move. I love that little reverse layup off the glass like that.
Too, and it's, when teams play, most teams are trying to cut off baseline, so they cut it off once and then you counter, and it's usually open that second time.
46-43. 6 points by Tierney all in the second half. And she's got to bring the ball down. Mia Johnson.
Get a good shot here.
Boy, they're just taking right to the rack.
Yeah, they're just becoming like statues on defense. They're anticipating where they think South Milwaukee's going to be, but South Milwaukee's doing a great job of just going right behind
Boy,
them.
good hustle on the floor. And it's a jump ball, I believe. Kayla Tierney again on the floor, diving after basketballs. I think we got a timeout, maybe.
I think he was trying to call it when she on that hustle play, but then they called it a jump ball. That was fantastic hustle. That's what you want to see out of a kid. Just not giving up on a play.
46-45, Whitnall by 1 with 7 minutes to go exactly. Not bad for a Wednesday night in February, huh, Coach?
Not bad at all. I'll take it.
You betcha. Beats staying home and watching TV.
Sure does.
Pass inside.
Oh,
Didn't
man.
get it. Rebound.
That was
South Milwaukee.
Really
Chance to
good
take
look,
the lead.
though. Can't get any better.
Tierney again. Kayla Tierney. Wow. She's got it figured out, Coach.
Yep.
And the Rockets take the lead, 47-46.
Oh, man. Must have stepped out on the end line down there.
Substitution coming in. Out comes 42. Isabella Campos had some great minutes also in the second half. Well, it was 30-16 Whitnall at the half. In the second half, it's been 31-16 South Milwaukee.
Yeah, South Milwaukee's definitely doing a good job finding those weaknesses in Whitnall's defense. And ooh.
Wow. Breedlove says, you can't be calling that on me. That's impossible.
How could that be?
I would never do anything like that.
That's her 5th already. That's
wow.
That's too bad.
Out goes the senior. Area Breedlove, 5 fouls. (47-46). But Breedlove had a really great second half. Six points. That little jump shot in the lane really helped kind of get everybody moving the ball, attacking the hoop.
Yep.
I think that kind of opened things up for them.
Yeah, you got to play inside out.
47-47, 6 minutes left.
Ooh, travel and
out of bounds. And
she got lucky because she was out of bounds and traveled. And
Helen, you just got to let that go.
But I think she knew it hit her teammate.
Oh,
and she was trying to save that. But it's a good hustle play for Myers there.
Try that little inbounds to Tierney coming down the lane.
Let's see if they're going to try to go for the handoff. Now fake, and ooh, I thought she was going to go off, roll to the basket. Ooh.
And there's a foul. Rivera will go to the line. 47-47. Boy, this second half has gotten physical.
It's a brawl.
It's basket brawl.
Yep.
See, you get my humor too. So most people are like, again, I get
it.
the.
My favorite line ever was the. Hold on.
Nice free
I can't
throw.
do it justice when I have to whisper it. When you were going to be playing shuffleboard, and that was hilarious. I don't know why I found
the
that
Romero
so funny,
kids.
but I will like randomly think of that when I'm driving and then just geek out by myself.
For those of you that don't know, the Denny and Emily Romero just had twins this last one a couple weeks ago, twin girls, and we're talking about hey, they're going to be basketball players, and Coach Liebel started doing the math on how old she was going to be, and I said, well, I'll be playing shuffleboard in Florida by that time. By the time those kids are playing basketball.
And I'll be coming down on our spring break and chatting hoops and playing shuffleboard.
Gonna go see the old man down there in Florida. Got the white shoes on, the white belt, the whole routine.
Yep.
Hawaiian shirt, and the whole.
I can see
thing.
that, to be honest.
Oh my gosh.
A little visor, maybe.
Driving around on a golf cart. 3-point shot, got it! Julia Myers for 3. Now we can literally say Julia Myers is sick. See, again, most people would not find that funny at all. I get an eye roll. There's a foul on Rivera.
5-point lead here now for South Milwaukee.
Boy, that was a nice shot by Myers. 52-47 South Milwaukee, 5:26 to go. They were down 14 at the break and now lead by 5.
What a swing. But now here, Whitnall's they're shooting bonus every foul from here on out, and that can make things that can extend things.
Free throw, no good. Rebound. Rivera behind the back dribble. Boy, nice move. Then she's fouled.
Might have been a makeup call.
Coach, I still just, and it sounds maybe trite to say, but, I've watched 150 games in the last year and a half, and it never ceases to amaze me how athletic and talented these girls are, and how much I believe people who aren't part of the community do not understand the advancement of girls basketball, because it is crazy good. First free throw, no good.
I think it's always been crazy good. I just think that not as many people were seeing it.
Yeah. I mean, again, be courtside here. I'm telling you, these kids are fast, athletic, and the skills are just so good. And again, that's always a big nod to the youth programs that help develop these kids and the fundamentals. But the fundamentals are just so good.
I was a little spoiled because when I really started watching high school girls basketball was when my sister played for Pius back in the day, and those teams blew any team out of the water, right? I mean, that I've seen, and I see a lot of girls basketball. So I saw that's what I picture as girls high school basketball and always have, and I could only dream of having teams with that talent.
Right.
And they had 4 or 5 girls go play Division I at a high level.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm that's like a standard that I see. So it's fun though to see.
Rivera's a lot of control here.
It's fun though to see how much time and the resources that are now put into girls sports at all levels.
Agree.
Across the board at every school, not just those that are top notch, winning state championships.
don't know if you watched last night, but we had Coach Sippis on at halftime with us. He was up in Green Bay watching Jaden Simmons and came in and talked to us just about what's going on with the program and just, a lot of really great things starting to happen at, Wisconsin basketball.
Yeah, that's great. Yep.
I know you're a Marquette gal, but there's a lot of good.
I wasn't going to say that,
but there's a lot of good stuff, in the state, in Wisconsin.
It's
really
incredible.
neat.
The talent that the teams are able that are Wisconsin talent.
Yes.
Staying in state. And then you look at the girls that do leave the state, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their reason for it.
Myers, no good.
People just, how lucky are we to have so much talent?
There is such a dearth of talent. It's so. If you could corral, the top, 8 kids in the state to go play somewhere, I gotta believe
take them with anyone.
Yeah, with anyone, I gotta believe they'd not only be good. Oh, there's a nice move by Myers, lays it up, no good. Not only they'd be good, but you'd pack in arenas because. And Coach Sippa said this exactly right last night. When you get Wisconsin kids and the really talented ones to stay in Wisconsin and play basketball, they become adopted by the state.
Right.
Tara Stoffaker is a Wisconsin kid. Everybody in the state's going to love her because she's playing in Wisconsin. She's from Wisconsin.
Right.
Sid Hilliard, the same thing. You get kids like that, and if you get like a Maddie Wilkie and you get a Jaden Simmons and you get some of these kids, my gosh, you get a Natalie McNeil. I'd buy season tickets to that team.
Well, that's I wish I lived closer to Green Bay because I don't think there's a more consistent women's basketball team in the state over the years than Green Bay. And that at one point they were the only top 25 team in the entire country that their entire roster were in-state kids.
That's nice.
And that was 2 years ago. That's incredible to be able to. That team is so much fun to watch. They're so disciplined. They're fundamentally sound, and they just get kids that fit their system and they play their system, and they are incredibly fun to watch play. So I wish we lived a little bit closer to Green Bay.
For sure.
I had more free time. One of the two.
I did that drive last night. It's a long ways.
Yeah, it's too much for me.
Tierney gets her own rebound. Here's Myers. just out of control.
I'm not sure. You need to go get the.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I don't like that rolling the ball thing. You know what? Not a maybe you don't
referee
agree
called
with
her
the
on
call,
it right away.
But
I like the official corner and said, "Hey, that's not how we do things," and I like that.
Here we go. Good. Whitnall here. Use some pass fakes. There we go. You're going to get them up off their feet.
Yeah, they're jumping out of the gym on everything.
Now go. You've got numbers. They're jogging back. Ooh.
Traveling on Whitnall.
Both teams are tired, and that's what happens when you're South Milwaukee and you're pressing the entire game. Sometimes that can be counterproductive because you wear yourself out. But it seems to be working for them right now and using it to their advantage. They've scored a lot of points off those turnovers. So
52-49 in favor of the Rockets with 3:03 to go.
Let's see if some senior leadership here can step up for Whitnall, and they just need to not panic. 3 minutes is so much time.
That's a ton of time.
I think South Milwaukee cut the lead completely in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Nice.
A lot of mustard on that one.
Yep. A little too much oomph on there.
Shouldn't say mustard. Start asking about eating elephants one at a time.
I heard that one too.
My wife told me, she's like, you better be careful getting the PETA people after you talk about eating elephants on the broadcast. I'm like, well, it wasn't literally eating elephants.
That sounds not good, but I'm starving right now because, I had to come right from practice and long days.
Three-pointer. Kayla Tierney again. Boy, she has a tremendous second half. 55-49. It's a 6-point lead for South Milwaukee.
There you go.
My numbers say 11 for Tierney all in the second half. First free throw by Kelly, in and good. 55-50, 2:22 to go. I haven't seen Coach Satiros text me yet about a big upset over DSHA, but I guess the game's probably still going on. They're just an hour 15 or an hour and a half in, so they maybe getting there. Second free throw is good. Kelly hits them both. It's a 4-point game, 55-51 in favor of South Milwaukee with 2:15 to go.
Now the clock is in South Milwaukee's favor here. No need to force anything.
Or you shoot a three. Tierney, no good. Not sure that's the shot that you want with a 4-point lead and 2 minutes left.
No. Ooh, travel, and it's gonna go in.
Kelly for two.
Yeah, that was a bit of a walk, but
and it's 55-53. Whitnall down just two. Here's Myers into the lane.
No.
And a foul. Julia Myers goes flying about 20 feet on the floor. Maybe that's why they don't have to sweep the floors at halftime anymore.
Because they just got, yep, hey, that's a, there you go.
slide
I
across
talk
the
about
floor.
advancement in women or in girls basketball. More hustle. Back in the day, maybe they didn't have that.
That must
I'm not sure.
that must be it. First one by Myers, no good. She came into the night with 962, and I show now 65, 68, 70, 973, so 27 short of 1,000. I think they've got 2 regular season games left, and then whatever the postseason.
Oh yeah, she'll definitely get there.
Second one in and good for Myers. 56-53, South Milwaukee with 1:30 to go. Uh-oh. Call timeout.
I don't know if I don't know how many of they have left. I can't.
They have 2 timeouts left from what I see. No, that's not timeout.
No,
that's bonus.
that's bonus.
Never
So they're
mind.
in double and single. Oh, it's 2 and 3. So Whitnall has 2.
Oh, there we go.
Let's see a 3 here. Go for it all. Well, tie,
Go for
not
the home
all,
run
but
ball.
Yeah.
1:08 to go. 56-53 in favor of South Milwaukee. Turnaround little jumper.
Now
Nice.
Maybe a timeout.
Norby for
Timeout
2.
here by Whitnall. No. Okay,
Nope.
they're going to play it out. All right. They're not play it out, but now, you know, I would look to foul soon. You got to foul. I mean, well,
Boy, foul
maybe
Rivera.
try to go. Yeah.
Rivera's 63%.
She's not in. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe they've got their best free throw shooters.
34. Bailing at 62%.
Ooh.
She'll shoot it and make it. Caitlin Bailing for 2. It's a 3-point lead for South Milwaukee, and there's a foul.
No, I think it was out of bounds. Maybe it was a foul.
Looked like a foul. Nope, you're right, out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. Well, hopefully they'll play some 80s music here. Thank goodness.
Your wish is their command or whatever that would be.
They're back in black.
Their command is your wish?
Something like that.
You get the point. You need to write that down in your ledger.
My ledger's
Check on
kind
it
of full
later.
right now.
Not enough room. Too much wisdom.
Yeah, something like that. Well, you're down 3, 58-55. I mean, you got to come out and foul, right? I mean, if you're Whitnall here.
Well, it's their ball.
Well, then you wouldn't foul. You'd actually want to score.
Right. Yeah, they don't want an offensive
Hang
foul.
on, let me check my ledger.
Yeah, you know, in South Milwaukee.
Do you go for 3 here if you're Whitnall?
You know, I think what I would probably do is I'd look to set some kind of a screen at the block, you know, someone running off of it, so you have an option. You can either hit somebody running off of it, and then you have them seal, so you can, if the three's not there, look to go inside. But I would say get something at the rim with the foul situation right now, being aggressive, but, you know, right now.
Steal by Myers, takes it to the rack for 2. And it's 60-55, South Milwaukee. That is tough. 3-point shot.
I can't even
Wild
see
3-point shot.
that.
No good. Out of bounds. South Milwaukee ball. The Rockets are going to hang on and win this thing, it looks like. 60-55. They will probably move to 11-0 in the conference. And that's, are they going to foul?
You have to. Oh, no.
4 seconds, 3 seconds, and a foul. Boy, hats off to Whitnall, though, Coach. I mean, they played their hearts out tonight.
They sure did. Yeah, very impressive.
Nothing to hang their heads about.
No, there was, they battled and they had nothing to lose.
.9 seconds to go, 61-55, South Milwaukee. Coming up, the W7 Live player of the game. Second free throw, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Whitnall ball with 1.2 seconds to go.
Maybe a 6-point play.
Do you have? I was gonna say, do you have a 6-point play in your
No, but I think you can just pretty much do anything, and if it.
You pull out of the ledger, I guess.
Yeah.
Kelly will run the clock out. Final score: South Milwaukee 61, Whitnall 55. Stick around. The W7 Live player of the game coming up. You're watching W7.
Basketball. This is SteelyMusic.com.
With his first shot.
Long three, no good. Good rebound by Wormsley. Outlet to Reinhardt. Forward to McGrew. Off the glass and in. W7 Live, back live with the W7 Live. I'm going to call them the players of the game because we didn't get to celebrate Natalie, so we're going to celebrate both of you guys. The 1000 Club. Tara Stoffaker, Beaver Dam, Natalie McNeil, Germantown. Ladies, congratulations on both of you guys reaching such a major milestone in your high school careers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Into the lane for two, Natalie McNeil. Stoffaker, boom! Tara Stoffaker for three.
Work your wide, work your wide.
Being able to play with them from freshman to now is unreal, and being able to celebrate such a big deal is phenomenal.
It was really exciting, getting to be at the home crowd with all my family there and having my teammates behind me through it. It was really awesome.
Everything W7 does, we do for who?
For the girls.
For the girls.
Nice.
This November, WIAA girls basketball returns. Over 60 games in 90 days. Impossible? You must not know W7. Classic 8, GMC, North Shore Conference, Woodland Conference. Girls basketball is on W7 Live. W7 is for the girls.
Hello and welcome to W7 Live. This is Off the Deep End with Alex Poole. I'm here with our player of the game, Kayla Tierney. Unofficially, I think you had 14 points, but how is it? You guys were down by about 14 coming into the second half. You guys really put the grinder on. Oh my God, you guys in that Euro step every time. I was just like, it's like your bread and butter. How is that coming back from that deficit?
We worked really hard for this, and we really know that we could come back for conference championship. We weren't going to lose that, so we had to keep faith in our, trust our team and our process together.
I really liked, especially the bench. Oh my God, you guys were just in it. It really kept you guys in the game. Every time I turned on, you had a shot going off. You were at the basket. I didn't know what to do. I was on the camera up there, so I'm trying to watch you, and you're just amazing. How did it feel? How did you guys recover after Aria had fouled out of the game?
A lot of our other players stepped up. Our team always steps up. Having 5 freshmen on the team, they don't even play like freshmen. You know, they're always rise up to the occasion, and that's really what it's about, is team.
Oh, really? I know you're a huge W7 fan. I just want to, what does W7 mean to you and your teammates and your family?
We really love that they can promote the girls, because, you don't see it a lot anymore, and for Wisconsin, it's really great, so I love it. Thank you, guys.
You guys, I just love the solid camaraderie back here. I'm loving it. But I just can't get over it. You guys, that comeback was amazing. All you guys contributed very well. I thought I was watching the college team out there. But one more question. Everything W7 does, they do it for?
For the girls.
For the girls. So congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
This November, WIAA girls basketball returns. Over 60 games in 90 days. Impossible? You must not know W7. Classic 8, GMC, North Shore Conference, Woodland Conference. Girls basketball is on W7 Live. W7 is for the girls.